What do you think is the reason that ProjectX is pulling back from all these prop firms?
If a prop firm is making $1 million in revenue, they're losing money. And I've had people are like who have been doing this for like six to 7 months. They come at me like, KV, I'm so disappointed with myself. And I'm like, why? They're like, I've been doing this since February of last year. I'm like, 1, 2, 3. You've been doing this for less than a year and you're upset with yourself? But KV, I'm not profitable, man. The word profitable should not even come to your mind.
Think in the beginning when you're starting your business, give for free. You want more customers. Yes, but no one takes free seriously.
It's a bad day for the futures prop firm industry. We go into this quote unquote monopoly where Tradeovate / NinjaTrader are really the only ones. I have a one-on-one client of mine who's a mom of 5 kids. And I hop on calls with her. There's kids crying in the background and stuff. She's putting in the work. If she can do this, if you come to me with the excuse like life happened, like I don't care. Life happens to everyone.
Just an excuse.
Did you hire the barber for the Tampa event?
No, I might bring him to the Tampa event, bro. But I was thinking, listen to this. I just am finishing up my basement. You saw on Instagram, I'm
Yep,
sure.
I seen that.
I,
A lot of work.
I get a lot of work. I gave my wife a yoga room, so because she's a yoga teacher, like I want her to have a spot too, because I built
Yep.
myself a big ass gym. Well, I told her, I was like, how am I gonna give you a yoga room if you don't do yoga more than once a week? When I get my haircut at the house once a week on Monday, every Monday, never miss a Monday, right? Always. I should have
Really?
that yoga room as a barbershop. Yeah, yeah. I get the sides trimmed up and my beard trimmed up and my neckline. Yeah, dude. When you're on
Yeah.
stream every day, gotta look crispy.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely, absolutely.
I think the logic makes sense. You agree with me, right? Like, we'll have to take a
I
poll
agree.
from the listeners and say, like, if she doesn't do yoga more than once a week, I get to turn the room into a barbershop.
I
But
agree. I
it,
mean, in the basement, because I've seen the videos as well. I
yeah,
remember back in Tampa, right? You had the sauna as well. Are you doing it here too?
I'm doing it here too. So I'm finishing the basement now. That'll be almost done this weekend. And then I'm having a guy build a big deck off the back of the house. And then I'm gonna put the sauna underneath the deck.
Yeah.
And then the basement
Okay.
walks right out there. So it'll be nice. You'll have to
Because
come see it,
in
bro.
my
You come
opinion,
hang out. You're not too
that's
far now.
yeah. Because in my opinion, that's the coolest thing in a way. Because whenever
But
I go to like whenever I travel to the hotels and stuff like that's my favorite part. Like if they have a
but not
sauna, if they
every
have a
hotel has a sauna, dude. It's
no,
hard to
no,
find a hotel
no,
with a
no.
sauna
But
sometimes.
when I travel, I like to,
Yeah.
look. A lot of people focus on the spot on the vacation, right? And they're like, hey, it's gonna be a nice. I need the hotel to be like my vacation is the hotel.
It's my guy, bro. This is why
Like I
you're my
have
favorite guy, bro.
you can't just be hey, I'll just be sleeping at the hotel. I mean, sure, but there's more to do. Like
Dude,
there's
we
so
hang
much.
out at the hotel. You drink at the hotel, you eat at the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us top 3 best hotels you've ever been to. Can you do 3 good ones or even 1 good
Oh,
one?
that's
Can you do
that's
3?
tough. That's tough. Um, I believe. Look, I've been to most London hotels to be honest with you, because my wife used to live there, so
True.
I went there quite a lot. But um, London for sure. Okay, top 2 hotels in London, right? Well, first of all, it's the Shard. It's from the Shangri-La, which I think it's an Asian chain. It's similar to having a hotel at the Empire State Building, which doesn't exist, but like let's say there was, and you have the view of the whole city. And
It's
London is
that
not
big.
really, yeah, and London doesn't. It's the tallest building in Europe.
Really?
Yep, and they have office spaces. They have like an observatory at the top, but they also have a few um, stories of a hotel, right? Super nice, super lux.
Oh, dude.
And the moment I realized like something is going to be awesome is, and I'm not sure how many of our viewers are in the US, outside the US, but if you go through the American Express portal and you have the find hotels and resorts, and if you have like an Amex Platinum, like it's super nice. Like if it's that
So it's like
through,
luxury. Right, it's like
yeah,
luxury in its own section.
if it's that through that system, I feel like it's the best because of the Amex benefits as well. Like early check in, late checkout,
Makes
a
a
lot
big
of good stuff.
difference.
Yeah.
Breakout Prop is the sponsor of today's podcast. You can save with the discount code ASFX at breakoutprop.com. You've probably tried a prop firm before, maybe in the Forex space or maybe in the futures space, but now Breakout Prop, backed by Kraken, is here to help you and me trade crypto without putting up our own cash. There's no crazy rules with Breakout Prop like we see with some of these futures and Forex firms. There's a 1-step and 2-step challenge that can help you get funded, stay funded, and make money, taking advantage of the volatility that crypto offers us. And with Bitcoin down 30% at least right now, this is a great time to take the deep dive without putting up your own cash and take the challenge with Breakout Prop instead. So click the link in the description or go to breakoutprop.com and use the code ASFX to save. Before we get back to the episode, I want to let you know, for those who are interested in joining our group coaching program, we have a few spots that we're looking to fill. When you join the Black Shirt Club, and there's a link in the description, or you can go to asfx.biz/BSC. But when you join, you're going to get access to 3 group coaching calls per week. This is where we go over trades from the week. We talk about what's working across the group, different members trading different strategies. And we also talk about work-ons that some of our members are trying to make improvements in. Maybe we have people trying to tweak their position size to make sure they get to payout. Maybe you're someone who doesn't know exactly where to put their stop loss for some of the trades you take. That's what we discuss in our group coaching sessions. We help make tweaks to help push you closer to that payout. On top of that, we trade together every day. We give feedback on all of the trades for our members. It's a very intense group coaching program. I've said that many times. But now with these 3 group meetings per week, we're looking to push the ball or push the bar even higher. We would like in 2026 to cross $1 million in payouts between our coaches and our traders. We didn't hit it in 2025, but we had a record year of nearly $500,000. I'm setting the bar extremely high for 2026, and I want you to help us get there. So head to asfx.biz/BSC, click the link in the description. There's a ton of information there. You can sign up right away if there's spots. If not, book a call with me. We'll put you on the wait list and we'll find you a good spot when the new year turns. But spots are open, so don't wait.
Um,
I'll give you a good one while you think of another one. When I was in Rome, I've stayed there twice. The
yeah.
Singer Palace. Best hotel I've ever been to.
Okay.
Not just because of like it's a small hotel. It's probably like 40 rooms max, bro. It's very small. You know, everything in Italy is very tight, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
but
tiny.
it's
It's old school.
2 guys to carry your bags upstairs, turn down service every night,
Yeah, yeah,
slippers, fancy robes, like, extra staff at
yeah.
breakfast every day, whatever you want. But it was also, over $1,000 a night. So I think at
Yeah,
that price point, yeah, that's what you get. I
at
like the
that
the
price
Four
point,
Seasons
yeah.
in Seattle too. Four
I've ne
Seasons
you
Seattle was
know
good.
what? I've never been to a Four Seasons.
Really?
Never.
I'm
I've
knowing how
gone
bougie you are, I'm surprised, bro, to
well,
be
I've
honest.
gone to the because Four Seasons is a big chain, right?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
gone to the ones that, like, it's just one spot, right? Except
What do
for
you
the
mean?
Shangri-La maybe because that's a chain as well, right? But I've gone to the ones that are not as popular, but on the high end. Like, for example, in London, that's where I would go. In New York, I've been to downtown Casa Cipriani. It's it's a private membership club, right?
I've
So you
heard of
could
it.
yeah, you could stay at the hotel if you're not a member, but you get to experience the whole membership if you do stay at the hotel. Man, that was it. Because
Why?
it's a membership club, you don't have to get outside of the hotel. There's a couple of restaurants there, there's a jazz club there, there's a lounge, like, there's so much, there's a huge gym, sauna, air like, because it's a membership club, right, there's so much inside that, you don't have to go out, and, because
That's
I
what I
live in
like.
New like, that's what I did, it's a staycation, right? Because 'Cause I'm in New York, and that's in New York, so I was like, "Okay, I'll
Right.
just go there, I spent a weekend there, like, 2 nights, and I was like, "Okay, that's good.
That's nice. Yeah.
This was it." And it's
Give me
just
one more. You got another
I
one?
would
Any
say
other one outside of Europe?
Miami,
Where in Miami?
Setai, Setai.
Never heard of that one.
Um, super nice. I
What are you doing in
but
Miami, bro? What are you doing
there
down in Miami?
it's
You
it
don't you don't
was
need
my
to be
wife's
out down there,
birthday.
bro.
My wife's birthday.
Oh, shit, bro. Okay.
I
Oh, I
had to.
do remember seeing that on your story, actually.
Yep, mhm.
It looked
I
very
feel like
nice.
from the 3, I feel like that was on the more expensive side, but didn't really live up to the amenities or just the service overall. I'm not sure if it's
Yeah.
because it's Miami. I don't know, but I
I
feel
feel
like
like
service. Yeah,
it makes a big
it's
difference, yeah.
it's
There's a
the price was
the
high.
Aman hotels, apparently their service is super good.
Yeah,
Haven't tried any of
mhm,
the
I've
Aman
heard of that too.
hotels.
They're in New York
Yep,
too,
yep,
but
yep.
it's for me, it's always about the service. Like the serv it's because the
And a
rooms.
fluffy bed. You gotta have a nice bed.
Oh,
If the bed sucks,
the
dude,
pillow,
the
the
pillows
pillow.
if you go to a hotel with a pillow menu, you know shit's gonna be good, dude.
The
That's a
No,
good
no,
sign.
yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember the Casa Cipriani, they had their like, you could buy their pillows, you could buy
Take it
their,
home.
obviously buy it, right? But they had their
You're like back in
the
the day,
whole
you used to steal the pillow.
No, you could they have their own kind of like home line, I would call it, right? Well, you
Oh my
have
god.
a comfortable, no, the duvet covers and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything.
That's
Um,
crazy.
if you want your house to feel like a hotel, you know? But
Yeah, which I mean, I do, and I'm sure you do as well.
yeah.
Well, speaking of hotels, the hotel that we're hosting the boot camp of, boom, gotta promo the boot camp, everybody. Tickets are on sale right now. When this episode
Well,
comes out, let me
maybe they're not on sale when this comes out, I don't know.
I was gonna say, no, this actually is coming out, and we can say who the guest speaker is, Brian Shannon. So we made
Ooh,
the
we can
announcement
say
already by
that.
the time this yeah, because this is coming out on the 6th, that announcement's on the 4th. So now that Brian's coming and everybody listening to this now definitely knows that Brian Shannon's coming to be our keynote speaker. I didn't tell you.
Huge.
He's speaking on Thursday, doing a keynote, and then
Okay,
Friday he wants to be on a panel podcast kind of thing with me. He's like, let me
okay.
present some information on Thursday first and then trade with everybody, do the whole thing, and then Friday. So it's going to be awesome, bro. I'm sure he's going to be trading
No,
from sitting there and everything.
huge, huge,
Huge.
huge, huge announcement, right? Especially because a lot of us that are gonna be talking at that event, we trade with the view up, right? I trade with the view up, you trade with the view up, right? And Brian Shannon being the developer, not of the view up, but the anchored view up tool, right?
Mhm.
Is huge, is massive, right? And you know, we talked about this, right? But if there was one speaker, one keynote speaker that had to be at the event, like this is the guy.
I mean,
Um,
who else is the VWAP guy?
yeah. What I've been hearing about is this:
Tell me.
will any part of it be live streamed? Because
You know,
I was as a guest last time, right? I came to visit you guys this last May. Amazing time, right? And it was just recorded and obviously published on YouTube, which is great, right?
mm,
But I wonder if, because obviously we have there's a live experiences for sure. People flying in and paying for all of that. So obviously we have to keep that part of it, but it would be interesting if a part of it was live streamed. Not sure
I'd be
if
open to it. Let me tell you my thoughts
it's
on that. So, first thought is if I was going to live stream an event and get everybody together like we did for the boot camp, I would go and say I'd fly us all to Miami and we would rent a warehouse space, kind of a big studio, and do one of those big zooms that they do, like Hormozy has done and Tony
oh
Robbins, PBD, those where you're in front of a big, big, big,
yeah.
big screen and you're doing a virtual event. And I would live stream that because I think the difference in seeing what we are going to do and the videos on YouTube, seeing that live streamed versus being there is so wide. I don't even
No,
know if it's worth
absolutely.
offering it. You know what I'm saying? And I know people would opt to just stream it and then they'd half ass watch it. And then that is the feeling of Austin and the guys' futures boot camp. It's that half
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
feeling versus if you got to
It's not
fucking
the
be there,
same.
it feels like you got to be there. Now, the problem, this is the problem after this year, we're going to sell out this room. We already sold more tickets
Yeah, it's
in
gonna sell
this
out for
year.
sure.
It's because we can only fit like 80 something people, right?
Yeah.
Once that's full and we have Brian Shannon now as the keynote speaker, what the fuck are we going to do next year? So maybe next year we'll do this. We'll do a full
Yeah.
virtual event, multi-day live stream, something like because I don't know how we do it bigger than this. We'd have to rent a bigger hotel. We'd have to get more speakers. It'd be crazy.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Probably. No, no, it's again the live experience versus in person. And I mean, it's a huge difference because I've been to I was subscribed to this marketing mastermind a few years ago, like paid quite a lot of money, and they had 3 in-person events, okay?
Mhm.
One of them I couldn't make it and they live streamed it, right? Because it was private, right? It was just a few people that couldn't make it to the event, so they could just see it on Zoom call. Major difference.
Major difference.
Because these events are so long as well, because they're all day events from early morning to late afternoon, right? 4 p.m., 5 p.m. When you're at home and just like you can't just sit there and stare at the screen for that long, right? You got to do something. Versus in
100%.
person, There's breaks.
And your
You get
kid's
to
gonna come running
interact.
in, your dog, "Oh, I gotta go walk my dog, I'll be right back." You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, and
That's what's gonna
then the
happen.
event is over.
And
The event is over
you know
just
what?
like that.
You look at the boot camp website and like, dude, this will be the 14th one that I've ever hosted, from the small ones with
Wow.
5 people during COVID to now this one that's going to be over 100 people. Like, I know how to get everybody right. So on the
Yep.
website, if you go to asfx.biz/bootcamp, to the listeners right now, you'll see there's a Q&A. KV helped me with the Q&A. It tells you what to wear. It tells you where to fly into. We can get you discounted rooms. I think it's 269 a night right now, which is very affordable for a
Yeah.
4-star hotel, right? So we can get you discounted rooms. We have all that covered for you guys to make it super easy if you want to join us, because
Yeah. I
I think
checked.
you come in though. What I was going to say is, like, you come in dressed well, dude. You come in like with a nice shirt on. You even maybe, hey boys, maybe you buy yourself a new outfit. I know that's kind of gay, but it is true. Get yourself a nice shirt, look good, get a haircut, come in professional. You never know who you're going to meet. People have come to those events and now do business with people for life, literally. So I think
Yeah.
it's much more than just that live stream of like, oh, they're talking about VWAP. What do you think I'm really gonna say at the you think I got something at the boot camp that I haven't said already? Probably. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's what people think. No, no, that's what people
You
think
really
because
think that?
uh, it's this misconception, right? I mean, since the last
If you're looking to get funded in the future space, look no further than Top One Futures. They've been a sponsor of this show for years, and our customers continue to go to them because they don't deny payouts. They have easy to follow rules, they have instant funded accounts that don't have that challenge BS in the beginning, so you can just start trading your strategy using their capital to exponentially level up your gains. Use the code ASFX to save at top1futures.com. Again, the discount code for probably 50 or maybe 60% off is ASFX at top1futures.com. If you're not journaling, you know what I'm going to say. You're not growing. Tradezilla has been a proud sponsor of this show for years, and they continue to do so because the product just works. Traders that join Tradezilla never leave. The journaling, the backtesting, the tracking, all of it only helps you make more money. So use the code ASFX to save 20%, which is a good chunk, on your Tradezilla membership. They don't do sales that often. They don't do crazy discounts. So the ASFX code is the best deal that you're going to find. There's a link in the description, or just go to tradezilla.com and use the code ASFX to save. Now let's get back to the episode.
podcast we did together, right? I was already launching my free community, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it was a time where I just gave out everything for free. The view up
Mm-hmm.
strategy, the community and everything, right? And people always think, and because it's all these gurus online, right? That they give part of it free and then they charge for the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
And when I give everything out for free, and I mean you've done it yourself, your futures course is completely for free too. I
Mm-hmm.
remember, and it went crazy. And people always think like there's something else. Hey KV, but do you have something else? Like, is there something else? Okay, I see the strategy, but like, is there more to this? I'm like, no, like that's it. You just gotta go and execute it. That's it. So there's this misconception that there's always something more. And I would say it's a little bit wrong from traders to always think this, because here's the problem. I'm not sure if it's just traders or humans, but we get bored. Okay. If you have a strategy, right? And if you have, I'm gonna give you a shout out here. If you have like a green month like you've had right now in November, I've seen your streak. Okay. Most people would get bored. They're like, okay, this is working. Let me see if I can try something else now. I'm like, what? This is working. Don't
Isn't it
touch it.
crazy?
Don't
It's
touch it
crazy.
until it doesn't work, and maybe you can see if you can optimize it a little bit. But it should be boring, and I feel like I've talked about this so much this year with clients and people in general, that it has to be boring. The moment it feels like the moment that there is no excitement to this, um that's when you've made it, right? And
Okay, so
obviously
then
there's going
let's,
to be outlier days, right?
for
But
sure,
in
like
general,
today, maybe, right? Today
oh,
was a
today,
crazy
I
day.
mean today, what, 3.5% Nasdaq today.
Crazy. Crazy. These happen. These happen. But you make a good point. A lot of good points, actually. I think we should deep dive it a little bit, just in the sense that the boredom that people try to avoid in everyday life, in the monotonous things, it's often what leads to compounded growth. Like Warren Buffett, like all these
True.
stories we know
Yeah.
about how long it takes to get good at something, and then when you hit that plateau, it's or that next level, it's just boom. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your
Yep.
trading skill, your personal portfolio, your investing, good things take time. And often it's doing the boring, monotonous thing over and over again longer than people around you. You know, like you have to have staying power, I feel like, to stay in the game, stay focused, especially during losing streaks and winning streaks. Because during hot streaks, it's easy to get overconfident and then go crazy and do something because now you
You
think you
could go
can't
pretty
miss.
crazy,
That's
yeah.
my biggest problem. Right.
You could
So,
go pretty
how,
crazy.
let me ask you a question. How would you think if you're listening to this? I want to become the trader that can stay longer. I want to build the staying power. My answer is just experience. The longer you don't blow yourself out, the better you'll get at that. That's what's been the case for me. But what would be your answer to build staying power, to become like the more resilient trader? Is there a shortcut? Is there any other way to do it other than showing up every day and not
There's
blowing
not.
yourself out?
There's not really because I've seen a lot of I mean, being in the trading space for so long, again, since 2013, Austin, is when I,
Tell them how
not
old you are, bro.
look,
Tell them how old you are. Go ahead.
not traded, right? Not
Come on,
traded
Uncle.
because
We'll call you Uncle KV.
no, look, since 2013 is when I first saw a chart where I was like, okay, what the heck is this? Right? I wasn't
Yep.
trading since 2013 because I wasn't allowed to, but didn't have any money or anything. But 2013, I saw a chart, right? And that's when I got into the guru space and okay, who can I learn from online and this guy and this guy. So I've gone through so much and I've seen so many people just come and go, whether that's gurus or just traders in general as well. And,
It's true.
a lot of discourse that I've been to. And it's just I feel like not just traders get recycled and information gets recycled as well. And what we're seeing these days as well, because I've made a lot of funny videos, reaction videos to like ICT traders, right?
Yeah, I see it.
And smart money concept traders, right? And in my opinion, right? And again, these guys could make a lot of money, and a lot of them do, right? Awesome. But in my opinion, it's not that the strategy doesn't work. It's like, why are we recycling things? Because if I look at an ICT concept, right, I could say, hey, that's just a fake breakout, that's just a
Yep.
retest or a fake breakout or this. Like, why are we renaming things? I made a reaction to this. There was one strategy or system, whatever they call it, was called turtle soup.
Yes.
I'm like, and it was
No, that's
literally
a
a fake.
very common term.
Us, and it was a fake breakout. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
When I first, again,
Well,
2013, when I
it paints a narrative. To answer your question, why are they doing this? You know why. It paints them a narrative. It gives them a story. It gives you
yeah, but
something
it's
to
like
use to read the chart. You know what I'm saying? And if you believe it and you use it over and over again, isn't it then true? Now we're getting down the deep rabbit hole. What is true about markets? If they call it a
nothing's
breaker
true.
block and it's breaking and blocking and it's doing what it's supposed to do, who are you to say it's a fake breakout? Like it's whatever you want it to be.
No, true.
The
That is
difference
true.
is just, are you making money off of it or not, right?
That's
Where it's like,
absolutely
I
true.
think sometimes you have these guys with the ICT stuff, like in the videos you react to, they get too much in the theory and not enough in just price action and
There's
what's going on.
not, right?
Because these
I agree. I agree,
Yeah,
right? Again, the price action might make sense because as I said, like their system is a fake breakout and it works, right?
sure.
My thing is just why are we renaming things and
I
to
don't know.
your point is why are
Steal
we
it.
creating these yeah, again recycling everything
Recycling.
works.
Sell something.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
everything
Well, look at how many
everything
people
works.
now teach ICT concepts. There's like a
And
million
and
people that
it's all
teach what
based
he teaches, which is weird,
but
but they don't work with him.
it's all based on the algorithm, which
Right.
again, I've worked and I have
The
friends.
algorithm.
I've worked and I have friends in the institutional side, whether that's S&T, investment banking, wealth management. Like that's how I got started in in this space after business school. There was no such thing. No one mentioned an algorithm.
You're just not in the know. Why are you jealous?
There is no algorithm. Like, are there algos which are programmed to work a certain way, right? And to get fills at certain prices? Yes, but it's not like an algorithm made against retail traders. Like, no, who cares? Bro, we're so little. We're so
Right.
little
I
that
agree.
no one on that part of trading talks about us. Okay?
Dude,
Like,
imagine if you went back to those boys now and told them you were trading sim accounts trying to turn it into real money. They'd probably laugh at you.
they'll probably laugh at me.
Have you seen this new crypto prop firm thing? You saw my Bitcoin trade today? Did you see that?
I saw.
What do you think of that? Crypto
Well,
prop firm.
here's the because I haven't looked much into it, right? But why would someone do that versus trading MBT, which is micro Bitcoin futures on the futures platform? Like that's
Great
my
question.
thing.
Oh, that's such a good question. I should have asked him. Damn it, bro. That's a
Because
great
again, I
question.
haven't I haven't looked into this crypto platform, so maybe they're offering something different, something more.
Well, I
But
think okay, they are offering like the older, like the old school like CFD model where it was like no consistency score, just a profit target and a drawdown and very simple one step, two step challenges. That's
yeah,
what they're offering. Yeah. They offer, I think, $5,000 accounts up to $200,000 and they range
okay,
in prices. They range in all this different shit. What's interesting though is like I asked him and he had a decent answer. I asked the guy they got acquired by Kraken, bro, which I felt like
yeah. No,
was
I
pretty
saw, I
legit.
saw.
Yeah. So like I asked him like, how do you protect yourself as the prop firm against the traders who are gonna short Bitcoin and Bitcoin drops 18% in a day and they all make a bunch of money?
Yeah.
And he was explaining that in crypto prop, they can A-book people way better and
Okay.
find way more profitability than they are finding on the CFD or the future side. So the crypto prop actually wants live crypto traders too, which is interesting, isn't it?
Look, Kraken is the genius in all this because
They're legit.
here's the
Oh
thing.
yeah, they're getting the data.
Here's the thing. They
No?
just bought out this crypto prop firm, right? Which
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
it was is either the first or the biggest, right?
I didn't
Either
ask him how much. I should have asked him how
well,
much.
maybe they can't disclose it. But anyway,
Probably
so
not.
but then earlier this year, what did they buy? NinjaTrader, and then
Right.
NinjaTrader owns Tradeovate, which
Mhm.
is the biggest platform that prop firms use as well. So like they have the whole futures prop firm space through the NinjaTrader arm, and now they're getting into the crypto prop firm space as well
They're
through
gonna
their
own it. I
own
mean,
prop firm.
he told me the reason, like, he liked it was because what they're gonna offer is, like, you could take your Bitcoin spot profits and then trade options or then trade prop or take your prop money and send it over here. It's like this one big financial ecosystem through Kraken.
You know,
It's
Kraken
super
is
interesting.
and I think they I read today they're looking to go public.
Oh my god, dude. Can we
And
get some of that?
it would be competing with again, obviously there's no direct competitor with
Robinhood?
what we're doing right now there now, but they would be competing
Is that
with
what you're saying?
Coinbase, really.
Coinbase. Okay, more Coinbase than Robinhood. Yeah,
Coinbase,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Coinbase more is what they would be competing with in the United States, right? But they're doing so much now that is their business models really related? Probably not, because Coinbase is literally just
A wallet.
yeah.
Not even comparable. Oh, that's interesting. So Kraken's on the up and up, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so they
I don't know how yeah, they're popping this year, like, they've done a lot. Again, the NinjaTrader acquisition happened this year, right? As far as I remember, unless it
well,
was
dude,
last year and time flight very, very quickly.
they gave me a discount code and it's not a big discount. They don't do big discounts. They don't it's way different than the future space.
I feel like
Like the rules are
that's
different. Everything's different. No free accounts, no nothing like that, dude. No, way different.
well, staying on the future space here and the discounts, really. What
Yeah,
I, noticed with new traders and me as well when I got into the futures prop firm space, right? There's a big disconnect with the discount percentage versus the price as well at the end. Like
explain.
a lot of people are like, "Hey, okay, this firm is offering 90% discount." And then you look at the prices and they're probably higher than another firm who has a 10% discount or has a
Sure.
0% discount. So I feel like this is a big confusion. I wish, again, this is never happening, but like I wish we were where prices were the same and then discounts, for example, differs and you'd like, okay, this prop firm is doing a bigger discount. But like now you have to go through everything. You have to, okay, let's do calculations now. 60% discount here. This is this much, and this is. There's so many numbers and so many prop firms these days that it's becoming it's becoming interesting. There was this article this year that there's more ETFs than individual
Then
stocks.
stocks to trade. I saw
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
I feel like it's becoming similar. Like we're having more prop firms than actually future markets
Great
at this
comparison.
point.
Great comparison. All the good analogies. Did you hear my one last week? I was like, prop firms are the Ozempic of day trading because like they give you that short term, skinny, but long term, the habits not always the best that you build trading prop. But
I
do, do you think it's a bubble? Do you think that this is going to correct itself and the marketplace will thin itself out and there will be less firms in the future? Or do you think there will be more firms in the future?
well, in terms of more firms, right? It comes to a point where what's going to be different? Like,
I don't know.
let's say I'm launching a prop firm today, which I'm not, and probably not, but um, what what could I do different, Austin? Right? What could I do different?
Right. It'd be very hard right now, I think.
It's because if you think of something really creative that's very insightful for traders, right? Either the price of it is going to be so high that no one's going to
You
be
won't
interested.
sell it, or it's gonna be so, cheap that everyone will buy, you have to make it hard, no one will get payouts.
So it's like, what can I offer really that is going to make it
Well,
different?
dude,
Because
I mean,
again, there's so many prop firms.
that's kind of what piqued my interest a little bit about the crypto prop firm. And then, Patrick Whelan started a crypto prop firm too. So he's clearly trying to get on the wave. There's not as many crypto prop firms. I'm definitely
I
not
haven't,
starting
yeah, I
my own
haven't heard.
prop firm, but it is interesting. No closing at the end of the day, like the future stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
So
is
it's just a different.
interesting that part.
So, like, my brain's saying, like, I'm doing my futures day trading on stream, doing my scalping and shit, and then I'm doing swing trading on the crypto because 'cause I'm not swing trading stocks right now, and then I
Yeah.
have my long-term investment stuff for my retirement, I'm just buying and holding. So that's, like, my 3 buckets that I kinda wanna have right now. See if I can make payouts on the crypto prop thing, that'd be cool. He paid out $1,000,000 to 20 people last month in October. That's not bad.
That's
That's
not bad,
comparable with.
really. That's not what
Yeah,
I heard. I saw this guy doing calculations. He was a prop owner. Not gonna name the firm, but he was going through a couple of calculations, like how much profit these prop firms are actually making.
yeah,
And there was a calculation because I love calculations and I love stuff. But um, if a prop firm is making $1 million in revenue,
mhm,
they're losing money
because of
because
payout.
payouts, fees that Tradeovate and all these other firms have, um, employees, right? Softwares and because all of these connections, it's not just paying the fees to Tradeovate, for example, but it's also paying developers and tech people to hold your website and make the connections possible, and then support people as well. And then by the time you start paying yourself, you're at a negative. You would only start. I mean, he did a couple of calculations, right? But I think at the 10 million, you would make some money, and then
So you
100
have to have a lot
million.
of volume. You gotta
Yeah,
have a
you
lot of
need
volume.
volume because it's not a small scale operation, and I feel like a lot of traders think that, "Oh my god, these prop firms are making bunch of money." And some of them are. Some
Of
of them are,
course.
right? Because
Well,
they wouldn't be in business if they were losing money. But
some
a
some
lot of them.
traders think that, and that's probably the traders who are failing a lot of challenges. But then those of us that can take payouts, there's guys taking big payouts too, you know?
True. No,
Yeah.
true. But again, it's not just about the payouts because again, a lot of
No, it's
firms,
the
not a
fees and
lot,
stuff. Yeah, right.
the payouts are public, right? You can see the payouts that
Sure,
firms are making. So, for example,
sure.
let's say a firm paid out $10 million in payouts, right? A lot of traders that are just starting out in this industry, they'll be like, okay, they paid $10 million in payouts. Half of that is probably profit, so they made $10 million in profits. It is not the case.
Not at all.
It is not the case because again,
All right, wait. So let me go ahead. What were you saying? I'm
no,
sorry.
I was just gonna say like a big part of that is like how many accounts they went through. Because again, all of these Tradeovate, NinjaTrader, Quantar, like they have huge fees as far as I've heard.
To open each account, you know what I mean? Like every account that is opened,
Every
it
account,
costs money.
even a practice account, is what I heard.
Yeah,
Even a
yeah.
practice account, which people are
I
like, hey,
believe it.
it's a practice account. It's still data that's being fed to that practice account. It's only called a practice account because it doesn't translate into a challenge pass or a payout, but it's still data feed that you're getting to that account. So
Yeah. So it still costs money. What do you think is the reason that Project X is pulling back from all these prop firms. And now all that's going to survive is the firms that have Tradeovate because Top Step is going to be the only one come March that they're going to be the only one that has Project X. And
I
then
think
everyone's going to know it as Top Step X. And only the firms that stay in business are going to have other platforms, right? So what do you think is the reason they did this? Why did they offer it to all the firms and then pull it?
oh my god, it's look, it's all hype. We can think all we want, right? But there's nothing confirmed by either party, right? Like at this day, we still don't know if Top Step owns Project X. A lot of people say that on Twitter and X, right? But we don't know. It's just guess. Like there's so much guessing that's made, and maybe we'll never know. Maybe we'll never know. But I would say this. I would say it's a bad day for the futures prop firm industry, even though Project X had its issues. Okay. I think it's a bad day because we go into this quote unquote monopoly where Tradeovate slash NinjaTrader are really the only ones. I mean, you have Quant Tower and Motive Wave and Rhythmic and all of these, but Tradeovate and NinjaTrader are really the only ones.
So the
So,
prop space is really becoming a monopoly,
well, again,
controlled by what you said, Kraken, who owns
yeah,
Tradeovate,
yeah, it's
right,
like
and
literally
NinjaTrader.
Kraken controls the whole thing, right? It controls the whole show.
Yeah, basically.
So it's
Except the firms that are broken off and that are offering not Tradeovate, which who is not offering Tradeovate
who
or
is
Project
that?
X?
No one
No one.
on the future space.
No one.
No one. No one. Like there's no one. And I feel like that's if I was a prop firm owner, like I would be pretty upset because now like I'm stuck with Tradeovate and NinjaTrader, and I'm not saying that they're bad,
That's a
but
great point.
look, I'm not saying they're bad. Tradeovate, NinjaTrader, great platforms, right? We've used them, we're gonna use them, and so on. But as a prop firm owner, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna get screwed up from fees right now because they could do whatever they want with the fees that they charge me or commissions that they charge you and me, us traders, and no one can do anything about it
No, we're
because
all stuck. No options.
it's again, it's not just prop firm owners, us as well as traders. They could literally increase all commissions tomorrow, okay?
Yep.
And Top on Futures is
It's a
not
great
going to be
point.
like, guys, I'll take care of the commissions. No, no, no. They're going to be passed to me and
Pass it
you.
on to the customer. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and Kraken might do that. They're like, hey, we've made so many acquisitions this year. We want better margins. Let's just up the commissions. And every prop firm now, especially scalpers, get hit pretty bad because Tradeovate is already high
Mm.
on the commissions as it is. Project X was pretty low. That's the thing. Project X commissions, people will see that difference. Project X was super low. I think it's 3 or 4 times bigger with Tradeovate right now.
I wonder if it's even like it's in the favor of the trader, I feel like, to have Project X because it was such a user-friendly
Yeah, and again,
platform.
they
I
had their
feel like it
issues, but
yeah. Yeah, but I feel like it favors making it more difficult almost. I think trading on Tradeovate is a little more difficult. Trading on TradingView is very easy, but if you're doing any type of copy trading through Tradeovate, it is not as
even
user-friendly as
even on
Project X.
TradingView, Austin, I made a video yesterday because I know, but this time probably Top One has launched Tradeovate, but I made a video early just talking about the connection, and there's a few extra steps that you have to make on TradingView through the Tradeovate connection to
Mhm,
actually do the same process as on Project X. So something as simple as you know how you can drag and drop your stop loss on Project
mhm,
X? You've
mhm,
done it. I've seen you do it,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
TradingView, you cannot do that.
No,
Even though
only in a
TradingView,
paper account.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Natively, the TradingView has that functionality, and some of the brokers that are connected through TradingView have checked that functionality, but not Tradeovate. And
Yep,
I'm not sure why. Like I'm not
makes
sure
no
why because
sense.
now you have to put the stop loss manually. Okay, and listen to this. Let's say you have two contracts. Okay, you put the stop loss for two contracts. If you decide to sell one of the contracts, that stop loss will not change automatically. You have to go there manually, change it to how many contracts are left, which is one, for example. How many traders will get screwed because they're going to forget, and then it will come to hit their stop loss. Not only will they get stopped out, but they will also enter a short position because it's an extra contract. It's pretty bad.
It's built to
So
fuck the trader in a way.
yeah, so it's like things like this, which I feel like when Project X was on as well, there was a friendly competition that it got Tradeovate to launch Tradeovate Prop and to be like, hey guys, we're gonna put the risk settings and we're gonna update and do these innovations. Because Tradeovate
Now,
never did anything for
I
years.
just dude, I feel like this is getting to the point where it's like we just gotta start our own and make our own. Who's
No,
gonna be the nerd to
I think
build
I
their
read
own?
that. I think I read that somewhere, right? Someone's like, "Hey, this is probably like such a nice point in time to start your own software
I have
and
a guy in the
and
Blackshirt
offer
Club.
it."
He told me he could build it. He's a tech guy. He does code and stuff. He's like, I need a team of 4 people and I need 4 to 6 months and I could build a
Because
competitive
it's
Project
not.
X.
Because people will want it, right? Because again, going back to that, it has had its issues. I've said this 3 times during this podcast. Project X has had its issues, but
Sure.
it's it was so easy to use, and people got
So
accustomed
easy.
to it so
Easy on
much
the
that
phone. People love doing it on the phone.
that I think people are gonna ask for something similar.
Or are they gonna just leave and go trade their own money somewhere else? Will there be people that just leave the prop space because they don't like Tradeovate? Like, when you're trading personal capital, it's not like you have a ton of options either. You know, a lot of people trade personal capital and are linking the broker, AMP, or whoever through TradingView and are trading on TradingView with their own money.
Because all of the platforms are outdated. Again, here's the thing. Most
Yeah.
of these platforms are brokerages, okay? Project X was not a brokerage until recently with the top step, becoming a broker and so on, right? Project X was not a brokerage. So again, you have to think of it like this. Why is TradingView on its own so good? They're a charting platform. All their focus is on how can we make these goddamn charts better? Like their whole software team all across the world, their only job is to work on this software, to work on these charts. And that's why you have everything possible. Like you have anchored view ups and you have all the Fibonacci tools. You can custom your own indicators and it's so simple. You have a replay feature. Like you have everything, which because again, me and you have been using TradingView for so long, like we think these features are normal. But then you go in a software like Tradeovate,
And they're not.
right? And they're not there. And you're like, oh my God, like what is going on? So a lot of these platforms, brokerages, Tradeovate, NinjaTrader, AMP, right? Interactive Brokers, Charles Schwab, they're brokerages. Like they're more concerned on the clients, and it's big clients who are not even using the platform. Like they're just long-term
Right.
clients with big portfolios. Like they're putting it in order once or twice, a month maybe. Not even that. So they're not really focused on the platform, and that's why I feel like TradingView has found these nice business model that connects them because they know they have something better.
Right. Right.
So
And then, but
again,
even
and that's why Project X was better because they were a charts platform. Like they started, hey, we're gonna offer
well, it
this
was at
platform.
TradingView built in. Right.
They had TradingView built in, and they just added these extra nice functionalities in it, right? And they were taking feedback from people, right? They were like, hey, what should we do to make it better, and all that. They were not focused on
Well,
the brokerage part because they didn't have a brokerage.
is the ball in our court to learn how to trade on Quant Tower or learn how to trade on something else?
You have to at this point, right? The closest that comes to Project X is Quant Tower, to be honest with you. I've traded on Quant
Really?
Tower before. I love it. The only
Really?
disadvantage, yeah, yeah, it's super nice. They have everything. The drag and drops, the bracket orders, hotkeys are the best on Quant Tower. It's a super nice platform, and they're based in Ukraine or something, right, offshore. But like
Mm.
they're super nice. But
I'm glad they're nice, just
look,
for the record.
but they're only on Windows, right? Like
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I can use it right now when I'm at my New York office, but I'll have to travel. Like I cannot trade on my MacBook. I cannot trade on my phone, right? So
Why, dude? What the fuck is that, bro?
that's the thing. Like there's every one of these platforms has their pros and cons, and I feel like Project X had kind of combined all of the goods from all of these and made it
Ugh.
into a product really.
Alright, so
You
the
know
title
you
of
know
this
what we should
podcast
do,
is
Austin?
how
You know what
how
we
the
should do?
monopoly of prop firms convinced Austin and KV to start a software company.
You know how easy it is right now because that Project X guy, they laid him off. So
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Right. We go poach him, dude, off LinkedIn.
he probably
Yeah,
has a
what
non-competitive agreement, but
there has to be a little bit of like a bone in Michael Patak's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because he offered the whole industry that Project X software, and then he's got all the customer data now. You know what I'm saying? From having all the firms trade with their traders on there, and now it's like, okay, but now come the end of February, you can't use this anymore, which is
well, that's the thing.
real
I don't
tough.
know from a
Yeah,
prop firm owner's perspective because I don't know how the deals are made, right? And we're just making
sure,
assumptions
sure.
here, like we're
We're
just having
making
a
assumptions.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
like when you signed that contract with Project X, was it disclosed there that Top Step owned it? If they owned it, and
Right.
me as a prop firm owner, like, why would I agree to that? Just because, like, why would I agree to give my competitors data just because customers want the platform, right? Or just because I'm a small fish in the pond, and
Yeah,
you know,
I think that's exactly what's happened.
so
Yes, actually,
it's
yes.
it's it's a weird spot because if it wasn't disclosed, I mean, that would be super crazy if I signed in
It
with
had to
Project.
have. It had to have.
It had to, right? That's what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know with some of the firms that have Tradeovate, they didn't want people to be on Tradeovate and ProjectX. I know
Yeah.
Tradeovate,
Yeah, I heard
I
that
think
too.
did not want that. Yeah. Yeah,
Again,
crazy,
it's a
crazy,
messy
crazy
situation.
times. Little
It's a messy
messy.
situation, but again, we have to adapt. At the end of the day, it's trading, right? Whether you're clicking the buttons on TradingView with Tradeovate or NinjaTrader, Project X, like at the end of the day, if you have sucked with trading up to now, you're gonna suck again. Like it's not gonna be any different. No,
Yeah.
it's the
You're not
truth.
wrong, dude. You're not
It's
wrong.
not like,
I
"Oh my
agree.
god, Project X, like, I was so ready to make it and now they're taking it away." No, I mean, if you were almost there, like, you're almost there anywhere, like, it doesn't matter the platform, especially
Agreed.
trading, like, because again, if we're talking about a different industry, right, like software development and, like, there's so many different languages of coding and so on, but, like, trading, you have a buy button, you have a sell button, you have a bid and an ask, and you have it's the same buttons, just placed somewhere different, maybe.
Yeah,
It's not that
literally.
difficult to adapt. It's not the end of the world. "Okay, V, but I
So,
hate to like, I hate change," and I come on.
are you streaming every day still
Um, yes, I am
in
planning to
Discord?
change some things soon, though. Because
Okay.
again, going back to our first podcast, like, we were just launching Get Funded University, right? And my whole idea was like, "Hey, I'll give everything for free. Course for free, strategy for free, Q&A calls for free, live trading for free." And, I'm glad we brought this up as well because to this day, Austin, it's been about 14 months since I did that, right? I went there because I can see the metrics with the new way that we have set everything up. I can see the metrics. Okay. Listen to
Mhm.
this. We've had over 12,000 traders who joined in a little bit over a year. Okay. Super crazy number. 73% of them never did anything, never saw a video inside there, never reached out, never even said hi.
What?
So I've been sending emails to everyone this past few weeks that, hey guys, like, I'm gonna change things soon because, like, it doesn't make sense because I'm spending so much time, man. Literally, I've done a Q&A call every single week for over a year, live trading every single day. I gave out my whole course, my whole strategy. People have had questions, I've answered them, right, completely for free. No up, because people are like, okay, what's the catch? What's the upsell? No upsells, nothing. And to see 73% of people not taking any action, I just felt like, what the hell am I doing?
Dude,
So I feel like, look, at this point, I feel like I have the why because the people are like, oh my God, you're a trader, you're making money. Like, why are you selling core? Like, now I have the why. I have the why because I did everything for free, just like so many people said, KVK, I did it. Okay. 73% did not do anything, even though when they signed into the platform, right, they can put their bios there, right? And man, when I read those bios, such amazing bios, mom of four looking to change my life, or dad of this, or trying to leave my corporate job, or been working for 50 years, something like that. To see those bios and to see that 73% of them did not do anything to match those goals is pretty upsetting, really. And it just goes to show that who you're up against, really, like who your competition is.
I eat those people for lunch, bro.
It's like, what are you doing with your life?
I mean, but also there's a lesson there that I feel like I've learned now as I'm older, but you don't learn. You think in the beginning when you're starting your business, give for free. You want more customers. Yes, but no one takes free seriously. Charge them
They don't.
$15,000. They need to pay for it to take it seriously. I
It's
stopped
sad.
giving my friends free stuff, free access to the stream. No, dude. You want in, you pay. This is how it is, bro.
It's
I ain't
sad.
giving you nothing for free. Because if I give it to you for free, every other time it's been a friend or family, I gave it for free. They don't take it
I've
seriously.
I've heard that. No, Austin, I've heard that, and I thought maybe it's different. Maybe this time it's gonna be different, right? I just wanted to look. I
You're
just
not
wanted to
special.
test it myself because again, I'm a big data guy. Like, I really want to see
Right,
that number
right.
myself. And
But
again,
that
it's there,
73 is wild, bro. That's wild.
73%, and I'm like,
That makes me so
eh,
happy to know that 73 out of all those people, bro, is lazy as fuck.
bro,
I could eat
I
those
thought the
people for
numbers
lunch,
would.
bro.
I thought those numbers would go lower. I thought,
It'll be
okay,
50-50. 50
maybe
50.
50. I would have been happy, maybe 50-50.
Sure, 1
I
out
was
of
like,
every 2
hey,
people has the commitment, that's good.
73%. Like, it's not. Look, I was on a Q&A call every week, every Monday. We called it Money Monday
You
with
had the
KV.
opportunity.
And look what I did as well. I alternated between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. because I was like, some people are working during the day, so I'll alternate
No,
it. 1 week at
don't
1 p.m.,
matter.
1 week at 7 p.m.
Don't matter. Wow.
So
Crazy.
I
You
have
live and
like
you
now
learn.
again, I'm changing things now, right? I'm
Mhm.
still gonna keep the community and the course aspect completely for free. Like I don't want to sell, quote unquote information anymore. But if people want access now, whether that's Q&A calls or live trading or whatever, like I'm gonna
Mhm.
charge for it because it doesn't make sense. I rather
No,
have people there that are committed and that are serious than me just showing up and it's just a bunch of people that just don't want to take this seriously. So again, I came to that conclusion. People do not value free stuff, no matter how good it is. They're just gonna, man. When I look at this, everyone who joins, okay, I have an automation set, which after 30 days, if they have not done anything, I reach out to them like, hey, it's been 30 days since you joined. Like, what's up? Like, why haven't you done anything? You know what? Most of the like, obviously, I get some no responses, but you know what? Most of the responses have been,
I'm
sorry,
busy.
no, no, sorry, KV, life happened, or I started a new
I'm
job.
busy. Yeah.
Life, look, life happens to everyone.
Just
And
an
I always
excuse.
I always go with the most extreme scenario. Like I have a one-on-one client of mine, Liz. She's a mom of 5 kids, Austin. She lives here in Long Island. She came to our New York meetup in May as well. Super nice. Her husband's super nice too, right? So I'm like, if she can do this, and I hop on calls with her, there's kids crying in the background and stuff. She's putting in the work, right? Whenever she has the time because she wants something more and she wants something different. Maybe she doesn't have to, right? Because maybe I don't know, her husband provides for her. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions, right? But she doesn't have to. Like she could just take care of the kids, right? But not like she wants something more. And because I have that example, like if you come to me with the excuse like life happened, like I don't care. Unless there was some extreme like, maybe a death in the family or something, right? Which obviously that's different. But if you started a new job, if you're working 2 jobs, if you have 5, I do not care because everyone's dealing with that. Everyone's dealing with that.
100%.
I'm
It's
bro,
true.
I'm in New York. People work 3 jobs just to survive.
That's that New York hustle.
It's like who cares? People, you could see the same person in the subway in the morning, same person in the subway during lunch, and some same subway at 3 a.m. in the morning because they're working 3 jobs and 3 shifts. Who
It's
are you to
different.
complain? Like who are you to complain? Oh, KV, but I'm a lot
I
of
would dude,
projects late.
I was just talking about that to Riley because she was like, "My dad would be her dad would be good at trading, I think, because he has the right mind for it." But, like, I'm not gonna go to him and be like, "Come watch me trade every day. I'll show you how to do it." You gotta come talk to me. You gotta want it. Trading is one of those things, if you don't want it, if you don't have the passion, you're not gonna be able to grind it out when it's hard, you know?
It's it's so difficult, man, and it's so difficult. And I'd say the span that is a trader, I'd say it's no more than even 6 months. I would say it's too much. I'd say more on the 3 months. Like if someone is coming fresh into the industry, doesn't have a clue about how everything works, I'd say 3 months is all they last before they give up. And you and me both know that 3 months is nothing. Like it's nothing. And I've had
It's true.
people that are like who have been doing this for like six to 7 months. They come at me like, KV, I'm so disappointed with myself. And I'm like, why? They're like, I've been doing this since February of last year. I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
S Right,
You
that's like
you you
nothing. Right.
you've been doing this for less than a year and you're upset with yourself. But KV, I'm not profitable, man. You've been doing it for less than a year. The
The
the the word
expectations are wrong.
the word profitable should not even come to your mind. It's all about, hey, do I have this right? Like, am I getting to a point where I'm more consistent in my planning, in my execution? Am I keeping track of things, right? Am I reading the market better? Because I'm not sure where I saw this, but the growth as a trader happens without you seeing it really, right? Like you're progressing, but
Slow and over
yeah, but
time.
the P&L doesn't see it. Like you might be losing money,
No.
but
Right,
you're progressing. You might be
right,
losing money, but you're progressing. And I feel
right.
like that's why a lot of people get discouraged because they come from most of them come from the 9 to 5 world, right? Where hey, if I learn how to do this, I will get paid for it. Like there's not a situation where you learn how to do something and then there's possibility where you fail. Like for example, let's say you learn how to cut hair. Like there's no way where someone dies in the process, you know? It's like you cut hair,
Maybe lose an ear, but
look, you're gonna get paid. Like it's that simple. But with
right, it's
trading,
true.
you can go through the process, you can learn everything and still fail.
Still lose. So it
And
makes
I
it very
feel like
difficult.
that's difficult for some people to wrap their heads around. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
they're like, "I've been following the process. Like, why is this not working? Like, I have this business and I know that, hey, if I follow this, it's." I'm like,
Oh,
"You
this is
can't
way
compare
different.
you
No,
can't
way
compare
different.
you can't compare the 2, and you can't expect something that's gonna change your mind to be the same or maybe easier than a
No,
9 to
right,
5. Like, you
right.
just can't expect that because you're
No,
doing this to potentially change your life and for you to potentially have more time with your family and kids, right? How can you expect this to be the same as your 9 to 5?
no, that'd be ridiculous. Did you book your hotel room for Tampa yet?
I had to because you told me, like, the rooms are getting booked up.
I'm just making sure that you did it. I wanna make sure you get the discount.
S
Alright, are you bringing
I
your lady?
hope. Do we have a view? Because I didn't see there. Do the rooms
Oh
come
my
with a view?
god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Floor to ceiling, you're looking over the bay. It's beautiful. Yeah, because
Okay,
you
I
didn't
was
stay
just
there last year. You stayed at the other hotel down the street like a crazy person. You gotta stay
no,
at the
look,
hotel when you go to
I
these
thought
events, so
I
you can
thought it was gonna
drink and
be.
just stumble up to your hotel room,
No,
smoke
no,
a
but look,
cigarette
I came to the
outside.
event with, like, a month notice, right? Like,
You did.
it wasn't
Just to
planned.
hang
I was
out.
like,
It was
"Yeah, I
nice. It
just
was
came
good
to
to see
hang
you.
out. I just came to crash, like, the last 2
Are you
days."
bringing your girl?
I'm not sure. I invited her, but I feel like I think it's close to the end of her exam season. She's just
Yeah.
finishing up her finance degree right now, so
I think Brian's
May.
bringing his wife. I'm bringing
Oh,
my
yeah?
wife. Yeah, bringing everybody. So if she can come, tell her to come.
The kids as well?
Yeah, Randy's bringing the kid. James is bringing his
Right.
kid. Kids are coming.
I didn't know this.
Yes, yes, the whole thing. You can
Oh,
hold my
wow.
son and have you can let him
No,
tackle
no,
you and
no,
have
no,
some fun.
no, 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 no.
No, no, no. He's not a baby. Dude, he's
I'm
half
gonna
your
be in my
size
suit.
anyway.
I'm gonna be in my suit, I'm gonna be well dressed. I'm gonna be
Right.
my hair's gonna look as good as it looks right now.
Dude, you've sold a lot of tickets. I mean, people wanna come see you, so I'm glad that they're
No,
using your
I think
discount
it's gonna
code.
be cool. I've done events here in New York, but they've
Yeah,
never been, at such a scale, I would say, and
yeah,
they've been more so towards my inner circle people, like people who have worked with me for, like, 4 or 5 years, right?
right.
The OGs, basically. So, I think it's gonna be great to have people at this event, which is, again, longer. It's a 2-day event, um, in
Wednesday to
person.
Saturday, couple
It's
dinners, couple hangouts. That's
No,
what I'm there for,
I
dude.
think it's gonna be cool,
I'm there
and
to
a lot of
I'm gonna
people
sling
look.
some trades in the morning, make some money, and then have fun. That's what I'm there for. I'm there for the fun.
Look, a lot of people don't understand that it's not just, "Okay, I'm just gonna go there to learn," which you will, right? Because from 9 a.m., right, up to 4, right? Is that the
Mm,
estimated time, right? It's all
mhm.
gonna be that live trading in the morning, keynote, panels, all of it, networking. But again, after that, like, it's also a lot of fun time. You're in Florida, it's May,
Tacos and margaritas.
that's what you said. That's what you said. No, but I feel like it's
Well,
gonna
you
be a
remember
great
that area
time.
we were sitting out there on the night that Michael was roasting you for
Yep, I
your man
remember.
bag? That area, I reserved that whole area after the
Oh,
first day
no, I
so we
think
can go out
that's
there. Yeah, and I got the
yeah,
security guard too, so I know we talked about that. I got the security guard just to make sure everything
you
is good.
have to. You have to
You have
because
to.
it's there might be a lot of Albanian guys just trying to
In Florida,
capture
coming
me.
down to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, KB will be in Tampa, we go see him.
No, but it's gonna be a great event. Trading, look, is very isolated, right? Especially if you're not in discords or trading rooms or doing it with other people. It's a very isolated world and a very isolated environment that I speak with clients, right? One-on-one clients. I speak with them, and some of them are very, I'm not sure if lonely is the right word, but they're like,
No, I think that's the right word.
it's just they're just,
Isolated.
yeah,
They don't have
them
anyone to
with
talk to.
them with themselves, and they're trying to make this work, and maybe at first they're not seeing results and they feel discouraged, and they're like, is this really it? They don't have anyone to bounce opinions from, or just, and that's why I think that the in-person event is just going to be great because you're not just talking online or
No,
having a
dude, you could
conversation.
find your person that you trade some people have found people that they trade with forever after that.
It feels a little bit better, and especially if you find people in similar situations like you, right? You're like, okay, it's not just me,
Dude, how many times have you even been in a room where you could say, like, think about it. How many times have you been around 100 people and then we go, who's made $1,000 today? Who made $5,000 today? Who made $50,000 today? Because you have people trading
Yep,
personal
yep.
capital, people trading prop firms, people trading options, people trading futures. And then you can see and then go talk to those people right there on the spot. Like, that's a unique opportunity in and of
Yeah.
itself, let alone getting to meet Brian, let alone, because I told him, I was like, dude, people are going to want to sign the book. People are going to want to, take pictures. He's like, dude, he's like, of course, bro. He's like, that's what I'm there for. 100%. I'm like,
Would I
that's
look
cool, man.
bad if I bring my book as well for him to sign it?
Absolutely not, dude. You definitely should.
Okay.
I said, I was like, it is fucking cool. I was like, I hope that he feels like we're doing a good job as the people that are on the internet talking about VWAP. I hope that he thinks we do a good job to make him happy. You know what I'm saying? Make it proud. So I feel
Yeah.
like if I was him, I was the older guy. I'd be like, the young guys carrying the torch from the VWAP for me.
That's how
So
it is. That's how it is. I mean, a lot of concepts, not just on the trading world, but like marketing and then everywhere, they have been carried, you know, through
yeah,
generations, right?
yeah.
And you're always referring to those first people, um, but to that point, like I had a client right now. He was like, KV, like I was looking at the recordings from the boot camp from last year, and I saw. I'm not
And
sure if it
damn,
was
Austin's hair looks so good. He
no,
looks so tall. Oh
no.
my
He was
God.
like, I'm not sure if you asked Austin that question or if it was someone else, but like it was like a lot of people said that they still haven't gotten their first payout. So he was like, oh my God, this makes me hopeful as well that I'm going there, potentially learn so I could work towards that first payout. And I'm in a room with people who are in similar situations like me. And I remember from the event as well, like there was people at zero, and there were people who were making quite a lot of money at
Yeah.
the same time. So it's a mix. It's a mix. You don't have to be a beginner. You don't have to participate in events like this. You just gotta be passionate about trading, and I feel like that's
No.
it.
And we're super nice. Like, we only roast people that we know can handle it. If we won't
Yeah.
roast people and make them cry. Hopefully not. That won't happen. But
Hopefully
there's a
not.
guy,
Hopefully not.
last thing before I let you go. There's a guy on the stream, bro. His name is Chris. He like roasts me for being short every day. He says the funniest shit. He like, now in the chat, everybody says, instead of I'm long or I'm short, they say I'm long or I'm Austin. So
Oh
like
my
now
god!
the
But
whole
at
chat
least
is like,
at least you can take it though, right?
dude, I said to him, I was like, "You should come to the boot camp and you should do the opener and roast all the speakers for 10 minutes and get everybody laughing like a little
No,
comedic
they
relief to get the day
they
going."
do
Wouldn't that be
that.
funny?
Look, they do that. There was this one, one of those day, like couple of day live streams that you talked about that they do online. They had one of
Yeah,
these. I'm not sure who, but the opening, not the opening speaker, but the presenter, basically, he was a magician, quote, and also like a comedian, and he would like open up the event every single day, do like a magic
that's
trick, make a
crazy.
joke, and then
That's
the event would
crazy.
start.
Pull a rabbit out of the hat and then we
Yeah,
go.
like he
That's
would just
crazy.
like with a card trick and something, people would get, it's fun, and it breaks
Oh,
the
dude,
room
Chris
down, I
would
would
say
say.
something to you. He'd be like, "I thought Austin was the shortest motherfucker in here, but then this Albanian dude walked in here. Now he's taking the cake." So, dude, I don't know if you want the smoke either.
I'm probably gonna have to wear some shoes that have a high heel or
You ever
something.
seen that, dude? There's a picture of Robert De Niro. He's wearing shoes like this high, bro. He's got like huge platform shoes on.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Short Kings, we got to do what we got to do, bro. Listen, I'll let you go. I appreciate you giving me the hour, bro. It's always good to catch up with you on the podcast. I know the audience will enjoy this one for sure. Everybody, if you want to see KV, come to Tampa, May 15th, 14th, and 15th. 14th and
14th and
15th.
15th.
Yes, yes. If you have any questions about that, there'll be links down below to connect with KV and then also to find out about the boot camp and all that stuff. KV, you going to come on stream with me again soon? You want to ASFX again?
Probably. I appreciate you
Okay.
having me on the podcast, on the streams as always. But thanks for having me on.
Of course. All right, buddy. I'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday.